All right, everybody, welcome to the JK Theory. Here we talk about anything and everything. No topic is left untouched, no stone is left unturned. We give you the raw, real, and uncut. Now, before we get into today's topic, I'm Jay,
Okay.
and this is the JK Theory. So, obviously, if you're watching, you would obviously know that I'm Puerto Rican, K's black. And when it comes to lots of neighborhoods or the hood, if you want to call it, Puerto Ricans and blacks grew up with each other. They've, mingled and intermixed and everything. At least that's what I find in the Midwest and the East Coast. Now, one thing that really doesn't get talked about too much is not only the like similarities or well, not only the differences, but some of the similarities, especially when it comes to racism within the culture. So what I mean by that is I recently saw this video of Fat Joe talking about how, when he would talk to other Puerto Ricans, oh yeah, I'm Puerto Rican, soy Boricua, I'm this, I'm that. But when he would talk to Puerto Ricans from the island, they would be like, wait a minute, you ain't Boricua. You ain't no Mark Anthony ain't Boricua. Jennifer Lopez ain't Boricua. Y'all NuYorican. Y'all, that's different. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, we're Puerto Rican. We're Boricua. So I mentioned that to Kay, and Kay was like, dude, it's like that too. Like, I'll let you explain that. So can you tell me can you let the people know what you were telling me in text as well?
So I was saying it's pretty much the same shit because Africans don't look at African Americans as like real Africans. Like just because we never been to Africa, they don't consider us like real Africans.
And it's what's weird is like I get it, right? If ignorant minded, I guess I get it.
hmm
But at the same time, I'm sorry, when somebody's calling about this person committed a crime, guess what? We all under the same umbrella.
Yes, exactly.
They're not gonna ask, oh, are you African American or are you black? No,
Yeah,
you fit the description, you go on. Same
exactly.
thing, be like, are you Puerto Rican or are you Cuban? Oh, okay. No, they gonna snag you up no matter what.
Yeah,
Um, and I remember hearing that, from other Puerto Ricans where, since I'm Nuyorican, I'm not Puerto Rican enough, or since I'm actually mixed, I'm Puerto Rican and Peruvian, I'm not Boricua enough. It's like,
right,
what is you even talking about? Like the same blood that runs through your veins runs through mine too. Our ancestors
right.
eventually do mix.
hmm
Um, and I come to think about different conversations that I've seen as a kid that you really don't realize until you're older and you're like, oh yeah, I remember hearing this or I remember seeing that. Where I remember growing up and man, you don't call a Puerto Rican a Mexican or you don't call a
Yeah.
Mexican a Puerto Rican. Like
hmm
it's way offensive. It's like, wait a minute,
Fight.
you need to get this straight now.
Yeah.
Um, and Dominicans. I love my Dominican brothers and sisters, but if you try to say that they black, they wait a minute, whoa, 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 don't
They
call me
know.
black. Don't
Yeah.
this like, bro, you darker than anything. Like, what do you mean? It doesn't make sense. I got a brother-in-law that if you look at him, you're like, yo, that's Neo. Like, but no, he Dominican. You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane. I don't understand. Well, I'm gonna say what I was gonna say, but then I'll adjust it. I don't understand how it's 2026 and we're still nitpicking. But then again, look at what's going on. How could we not be nitpicking right now?
Right.
How there's so much hate, there's so much ignorance, there's so much sensitivity. It's like, what happened? Like, once we passed, I don't know. I feel like, and not to date myself, but once we got past like the year 2000, like everybody just became a pussy. Like everybody's so like, oh, you can't say this word, you can't say that word, or you have to be mindful of everybody else. And I think it was that. those exclusions, those tippy-toeing around other people's feelings that just destroyed a lot of what's going on now. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't. It's hard because I understand what you're saying. I do think that some things get thrown way out of proportion when we talk about certain aspects and things of that nature. But I'm gonna say if I'm going, I'm gonna say basketball. You know how in basketball we used to we talk shit and you know if you're on my team you cool, if you're not you like an enemy at that moment, you know what I mean, like.
Right.
But now it's like everybody's buddy buddy, everybody wants to be friends, everybody wants to, they scared to say this and say that to each other. And I think it happened around 2020 ish, kind of when the COVID thing hit. I think that's when it kind of got worse. Like I do agree with you when you said the 2000s, but I think it really panned out when 2020 hit because everything changed and everything was looked at differently.
Okay. I think when 2020 hit, that was the major spiral that
Yes.
gave it. The reason I said 2000s is, um, you know, I had my first child in 2006,
Hmm.
and I started noticing around then when the what was it? What was it called? The participation trophy was like a
Oh
big
yes.
thing, and ever since then it was just like people got way too sensitive, way too, well, how come I don't get one? Or how come I this? How come? No, because you need to earn it, fucker. Like if your team came last place, then boo-hoo, try next year. I did it. Everybody else had to do it. You ain't special. Out of here. Just why? Because you four? I don't give a fuck about your feelings. You cry, you work hard, and when you're 5 years old, you hit that home run. Like you just get back to it. Um, I get it. You're not gonna shoot a layup at 7, 8 years old every single time you get the ball, but you keep working on it. By the time you 9, 10 years old, you a freaking superstar. And I seen it with my own son. Like it's just I don't know. It's I don't know if you want to call it tough love. It's just that's what it was. That's what it was when I was growing up. I was born in the 80s, so I consider myself a 90s kid because that's when you're a kid, right? So you learn to fall, you scrape your leg, you don't cry. You look at it, you toughen up your lip, and you keep moving. It's not, oh my God, everybody come look at my blood in my knee and somebody give me a band-aid and can you blow my owie? Like, get the fuck out of
I
here.
mean, but you know what the reality of that is, honestly, if you just let a kid just don't pay attention to them while they hurt themselves, they're not going to make that big of a deal out of it. Most times,
Exactly.
kids make a bigger deal when the parents or whoever overreacts to the situation, and then the
Right,
kid blows it up out of proportion.
right. And you'll see it, perfect example, when the kid is just about to learn to talk, right? And he falls. What does everybody do?
Well, yep,
If
yeah.
you don't react that way, yo, the kid's like, okay, and just keeps going. Like, but if you're like, all of a sudden, when the crying
Yep,
and the like, shut up, dude. But I don't know. I think the I kind of want to give it a name, like the pussification, happened, just after the 2000s, and then took a freaking hard spiral around 2020.
yeah,
Um, but look at the climate that we're at now. Like it's still race is still a thing. And
yeah.
I honestly think a lot of it has to do with the politics that's going on now.
Hmm.
Um, it's I'm trying to play devil's advocate because I can hear the other races, and I don't want to pinpoint and just say whites because I see it in Asians and I
Yeah,
see it with Indians and I see it with other cultures. Oh, it's always them. It's always them. I'm sorry, but if black and brown is always being targeted,
Then it's always us.
what do you you know, I hate it when when look at me. I hate it when they say we use the race card. Well, hello, it is what it is. Like
But
there's been many times I've been treated a certain way because I'm Hispanic.
mm-hmm.
There's many a time, bro, me and you hanging out in high school, we've been treated
Yep.
certain ways because we're not white. I'm sorry.
Yep.
We had
Mm-hmm.
the liberty of going to a high school in a college campus. I won't mention the
Yes.
college because I got mad love for the college. And it ain't
Yes.
the college's fault because I don't know about you, I never had a problem with the college.
No, I loved it.
You know, I had a problem with some of their staff and the students,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, we got looked at a certain way. You know,
Yes.
we got treated a certain way. We were avoided when we were lounging in certain areas.
Yes.
But for what, man? At the end of the day, who cares? You bleed just like me. You know, you got feelings, I got feelings. Let's move on. You know, if it really bothers you that we don't share the same skin color, then dude, bounce. Like literally bounce, get the fuck out, go somewhere where it's just y'all.
I think that's what a lot of them want. Not saying all, because I know a lot of great white people or whatever. But I think if they could honestly go back to where it was segregated, I think a lot of them would, to be honest with you. Like if you just go on the internet and take the case that just happened, the Carmelo Anthony case. Do you know about that case?
Perfect segue. I don't, and I feel bad because when I first heard it, I'm like, what the hell is Lala husband doing? And then somebody was like, no, that's the wrong Carmelo Anthony. So so now what's weird is I remember another podcaster, this
Yeah.
was months ago. He was saying, watch, this summer, there's gonna be so many hate crimes, there's gonna be so many racism crimes. So when I first heard about the Carmelo thing, I mixed it with another crime going on with, I guess, a I don't know if it was a black kid that killed an Asian guy.
No, reverse it.
Oh, okay. So let's go back. Can you let me know what's the Carmelo Anthony thing? All I know is that he was found guilty, but I don't know what happened.
So pretty much this is all that I really know. Is he was a high school kid. He went to some type of event. I think it might have been a race event or a track. I'm sorry, track and field or something like that.
Okay.
And it was a tent, and he was under a tent, and it's so many different stories, which pisses me off because everybody has a fucking camera phone nowadays, and the fact that this was not on anybody's camera phone is
There's no
amazing to
footage of
me.
what happened.
So he was in a tent. I guess he got invited to be in a specific tent. And he said that these boys came over and were kind of bullying him. And he stabbed one of them and he took up for himself. That's what he said. Uh, I don't know any other details really, except for his story. Other people are saying that he was looking for a confrontation. Why would you bring a knife to a event? Yada yada yada.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. Uh, but the problem that I have with cases like this is the fact that it's not the fact if he's guilty or not for me, because if he's guilty, he's guilty. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that so many other people have gotten away with cases just like this when it happens to black people or a brown person. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same atmosphere. It's not the same people taking up for them. It's they deserved it. They did this, they did that, they were this type of person. But I'm like, y'all just said that that was wrong over here, but now it's okay in this scenario. You know what I mean? Like it's a double standard when it comes to stuff like that, and that's the problem.
So am I right when because I'm trying to remember the headline. Like, did he get like 30 years?
He got 35 years.
35 years for for a stabbing. Did the kid die?
The kid died. Yeah.
Oh, terrible. Okay. Does do we know does Mello have a like a record or anything?
Nope. No record.
So he's not known for this kind of
Nope.
activity or whatnot.
Not at
Self
all.
defense.
Not a bully record. Not nothing.
What state was this in? You know?
I don't remember.
Like, is there a stand your ground law? Did they mention anything like that?
I mean, stand your ground laws in every place. They have their own specific rules for it, but it's
Yeah, but
everywhere.
there's a lot of states that are more lenient on it, you know?
Yeah, they're more lenient if you're another race.
Hmm.
Prime example, the case that you were just talking about, the with the Asian guy killing the black kid. Well, do you know about that case at all?
No, no, no. I remember I mixed them up. I was like, oh, I wonder
Yeah,
if that has to
okay.
do something with it.
So the black kid went into a store, a gas station, and they thought he stole water.
Okay.
So they chased him out the store. So even though he didn't have any water, you still chased him out the store, and you kept chasing him down the block.
Okay, so now you went from assumption to targeting.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
So then he assaulted him afterwards?
they said he had a gun, and they shot him in the back, which I don't. If he has a
Wait,
gun,
who had a gun?
they said the black kid had a gun,
Okay. So
and
the
so
Chinese kid got shot or the black kid got shot?
the black kid got shot and killed, unalived.
So the Chinese kid took the black kid's gun?
Nope.
Okay, so what happened to the Chinese kid?
The Chinese man, uh, he
A
just
man chased the kid and shot the kid?
shot the kid. He was
Where
like,
did this happen?
"This wasn't in California."
I was about to say, this is LA, they rioting now.
No, this wasn't in California, but
Holy
uh,
cow.
yeah, but
This
he
dude
just got
might
off
be
for it.
demonetized, I'll tell you right now.
He literally just got off for it.
Wait, he's not serving anything.
Nope, not a bit of
No,
time.
no, hell no. What?
Mm-hmm.
Forget race, right? Put race aside. You a grown ass man hunting a child. You literally hunted him.
Yeah,
Did he kill the kid? Please don't tell me he's dead.
yeah. He was 14.
Oh my gosh, bro.
14. His name was Cyrus, and it happened in South Carolina. He
Wow.
wrongfully accused him of shoplifting and pursued him outside with his son. So he said his son was in danger, and that's why he shot Cyrus.
And
But
Cyrus
if
had no weapon.
he had a gun, he did have a gun. But if my back is turned, how am I shooting you?
Right.
It's impossible. Like who?
And I'm
And
sorry, if I'm chasing someone and I
exactly.
know they have a gun, the chase is over. The last thing I want to do is have him pull his weapon out because that's going to make me pull mine. I'm not trying to kill nobody.
The problem is he didn't pull. From what I know, he didn't pull his weapon out. I don't think they knew he had a gun, honestly, until the very end. But my biggest thing is, why are you chasing somebody down the block for water that he didn't even steal?
Okay, we can play devil's advocate. I get it. I don't agree with it,
Mm-hmm.
but um, so the middle school I went to, there was a bodega, and then there was a bodega is a corner store for those that don't know, and then
Yeah.
there was a liquor store across the street.
Hmm.
We used to hang out at the liquor store all the time, and yeah, sometimes they would get stupid, and people would come in and steal cases of sodas. We're talking like $10 worth of soda. I mean, nothing big, right? But man, as a store owner, that's gotta piss you off. You know what I mean? Like you got people stealing stuff every now and again. So I get that. Being upset to the point where it's like, I gotta do something. I gotta make an example. I gotta let them know that, hey, it's not cool to steal. So I get chasing them out of your store. I get if you're on the corner, chasing them to the stop sign. You know what I mean? Like chasing them to the corner of your store. But to go beyond that, to physically harm somebody, to unalive them. That's different, dude. That's different levels. There's no coming back to that. There's
No.
no, okay, I caught you. Now I'm gonna take you to court and I'm gonna make an example of you so you can tell all your friends or without.
Hmm.
No, bro, he's never gonna wake up again.
No.
And now all you did was you pissed off the neighborhood.
Yep.
Because now either they're gonna keep stealing from you or they're just gonna stop buying from you and then your store's done
The
because
pro-
your feelings got hurt.
but he didn't steal anything is the problem.
Right, right. So an
You know,
assumption, an
yeah.
assumption. Is it really worth losing your store for an assumption?
Like
Even if
it,
he did take it. So
right, it's
what did he
water.
steal? What did he steal? At the most, water's $8. This is if you're in Las Vegas stealing a water.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Wow, dude, that just blew my mind. So
Yeah.
you got this man that killed a child and is
Yep.
walking free.
Free.
And then you
Yeah.
have this boy that stabbed someone
35
and is
years.
facing 35 years,
Yep. He got 35 years for it.
which more than likely is going to be in an adult prison
Yeah.
and has to go through all that PTSD.
Hmm.
And when he gets out, his mind ain't going. Bro, I remember watching shows where there's people coming out now
Yeah.
and it's their first time holding a cell phone.
Yeah.
But could
Yep.
you imagine 30 something years from now, the technology we got?
It's gonna be
That that's
crazy.
gotta that's gotta shock you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Damn. And there's
Hmm.
nobody speaking out. Where's Jesse Jackson? Where's
Jesse Jackson's
celebrities?
dead.
Where my bad. Where's the freedom fighters? Where's Mason at? Where's or Mason? Where's
Here's the problem. Like people spoke out, people have backed it, but first of all, it was an all white jury, all
why?
white jury.
You should be judged by a jury of your peers.
Yeah, there was no peer, not one,
The
and
person that he stabbed, is the family somebody? Is the family connected? And
I
I'm
do believe
sorry I
so.
gotta go there, but
No,
that's
no,
just
no.
my flip side.
I honestly do believe so. I think that family has money and is well known in that area. Yep.
There's gotta be footage of this. There's gotta be
That's
footage.
what I'm saying. Like it has to be footage. Like the fact that I have not seen anything to make a real assumption of what happened is crazy to me. Because kids literally live on their cell phone. And if you got a bunch of kids around and something's happening, it's always footage somewhere of it happening if it's going down. So that's just crazy.
Okay, so playing devil's advocate. Eve, okay,
Yeah.
let's just say he's about that life, right?
Okay.
Because we know people that are about that life that don't have a record, never been caught.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
just give it the benefit of the doubt. The crime, you're absolutely right from what you said. It's pretty much the crime or the penalty doesn't fit the crime.
Hmm.
So how is it that Exhibit A can take a life, even if it was self-defense? We'll just say that. and this kid gets 30 years, and then this man that kills a child walks.
Yep.
It what damn, where's the sliding scale? Like I understand justice is blind, but damn, is justice deaf, dumb, and stupid at the same time? Like,
George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin, same thing.
oh,
He
that
followed
pisses me off. Yeah.
followed Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin didn't do anything. He was doing absolutely nothing, and he got freaking followed, pretty much stalked out until he defended himself, and then the shooting happened, and they let Zimmerman go because they said self defense. Well, if I'm targeting you, how is that self defense? Kyle Rittenhouse, whatever his name is.
Rittenhouse, yeah.
Yeah, go. He's fucking 17 with a gun, going to a protest that he has nothing to do with in another state he's not even from.
And there's video.
And there's video. They said he got attacked, so he had the right to defend himself. Well, okay, all right, fine. But why are you at a protest at 17 with a gun? See, but they didn't ask that question, but they asked the question of why is this boy at a track meet with a knife? What's the difference in the situations?
You don't know what kind of life that boy lives. Bro,
Exactly.
it was what was it? I want to say it was a month ago. I'm telling Chachi about here in Wisconsin
Mm-hmm.
about this kid. This was the second or third time his life was attempted on at a school party. They were going to kill him in a barn. They were trying to put him through a wood chipper.
Ah, yes, I heard about that.
Like, you don't know what kind of life they live.
Yep.
You know,
Exactly.
there were things when I was younger I had to carry, not
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a violent person or anything. Is dude, I'm a big dude. I've always been a big dude. You think somebody gonna shoot the one with me? You think somebody gonna fight me? No, I'm gonna get stabbed. I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get jumped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had to carry some stuff. Does it make it right? No, but I'm reasonable and I've used logic and I understand that if I'm gonna carry something, I know I have to use it life and death situation, plain and simple.
Exactly.
And thankfully, I've never had to use it, but you do what you got to do.
Yep.
Unfortunately, lives were taken, and there's no coming back from that. And that's what pisses me off, is people are treating everything so dispensable. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
just another life taken. No,
That's it.
when you take one life, you're affecting. I can just imagine
Hundreds.
the kid's parents.
Yep.
What if the kid had a little brother or sister?
Mm-hmm.
What if they had a cousin that's super close to him who's going through some tough times and that was his outlet. That was his right
Yep.
hand man. That was his now that cousin don't got that.
Yep.
We all got friends and family members that we consider ride or die. Something happens to me, they gonna ride for you just created more violence.
Yep.
You just created more anger, more people to hate the system because they feel that the system let them down. So who works for the system? Police, judges, lawyers. It's a never-ending cycle. This is just it's terrible. And it all unfortunately revolves around race. Just how we
Yep.
started this conversation. People hating even within their own damn races.
Yep.
Like you got Puerto Ricans hating Puerto Ricans, you got blacks hating blacks. Bro, for what? They want us divided. They want us fighting each other because they know once
Exactly.
we gather together and we unified, yo, it's done.
Oh, it's a wrap.
It is done. It is
Yeah.
done. I love seeing Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance and all the flags and all the races and everybody together.
Yeah.
Boy, them white boys hated that. Let me tell you,
Yes.
they
Yes.
hated that. You know, look at now, look at the New York Knicks. Some of their star players are all from the Caribbean.
Yes.
Um, Unified. New York's insane right now. Whether they win or lose, they're rioting. They're doing something
Yeah, yeah.
stupid. But but who's in the crowd? Everybody's mixed in.
Everybody.
Everybody's
Yeah.
together. You know, the race shit's got to stop. And I'm sorry, I gotta point fingers and put it all on the orange man as well. He needs to stop all the bullshit. Because at the end of the day, the people with the money are not the whites. It's the slaves that are working for the whites. So if we decide
Hmm.
to just stop one day, if we decide to just, yeah, I'm not going to support that brand right now. I'm not going to support this store right now. It's going to go to shit.
I mean, look at what happened with Target.
Yeah.
They lost billions of dollars.
Yeah. Target is struggling. Target
Hmm.
and they have amazing deals. This video is not sponsored by Target. They have amazing deals going on right now. It's because they fucked up and they know they did,
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think about this topic. If you stand with us, if you stand against us, whatever the case is, thumbs up, hype the video. Um, my mind is blown with this conversation and how well we segued from one topic to the other, and it all comes back full circle. So, if you like topics like this, let us know what other topics you want to hear about. Hit us up on our email, thejktheory@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Jay,
I'm K.
and this is the JK Theory. Peace.
Peace.
It's the racial episode, and I'm complaining that I'm dark.